I kind of should face you a little bit. Ladies and gentlemen, today on the couch we have, welcome back to the Translator podcast,
The rebirth of it.
the rebirth. I need to get tan on my legs,
The afterbirth.
and also this hurts. I'm wearing jeans next time for
Me
sure.
too. Yeah, me too.
Dude, I like this new setup.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah. Do you like sitting down instead of being behind the chair a little bit?
I do. I feel a little
It's
fat.
just the jeans. It's the
I just
jeans.
feel fat just because I am fat.
Yeah.
And then I feel like sitting here, I'm like, ugh.
Oh, okay.
But,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, it's because you know what? It's like the couch
Yeah,
is
it
so
is.
comfy.
It is.
Yeah, it's different if you were
Jeans
like in a
jeans would be
chair.
different, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't mind
jeans-
being in the chair. I don't mind being the guy in the chair.
Okay, cool. No, I like the chair thing, but the couch is also a little comfy except for the fat thing.
Do we need to click on noise
What do you mean?
canceling?
Oh yeah, let's put on noise canceling.
Boop.
Is
Yours
mine on
turned.
too?
Yeah, it did.
You just did mine.
Well,
Yeah,
this,
so-
testing out the new mics.
Yep.
Wireless mics. This will keep us mobile,
Mm-hmm.
agile.
Yeah. The dogs are right outside
The
the.
dogs are literally sitting out there staring at us as though we're eating tomahawk steaks
Yeah.
in front of them.
Which, by the way, you said that you're gonna make some steaks for dinner.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a steak rice bowl.
That's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're testing out the new mics. Thanks for coming back, everybody. Like, we're testing out some new mics, some new cameras, and excited to kind of just keep progressing things and see where they go. And we haven't done a podcast in a long time, and this is like coming back to it. So, you don't say that. And so it'll be interesting.
Get them.
Obviously, with the camera set up, we don't have a lot of space, but anyway.
Sorry, we have dogs in the studio today.
I want to kind of put my legs like this, but at the same time, it's really. You see it? Look at the
I feel
camera.
like we should just let them in so they don't sit
They're gonna
there.
destroy the cameras.
Yeah, they will.
Yeah. So anyway, there's a lot of things that I wanted to talk about today.
Yeah.
But
go over. So start your
Yeah.
topics.
Yeah,
While you do that, I'm just gonna
yeah,
fix
do what
something
you gotta
over
do.
there. Yeah.
I'll just sit here with my legs.
So what are the
They're
topics?
pretty much
today?
short shorts, really, guys. Oh, this is the camera. I was thinking about doing some news,
Okay.
current event news, political, a little bit of political, which would probably be the current events, some current events. We're going to talk about a few movies. Excuse me, I just burped, and a few video games. And that's that's perfect. I know you guys can't see if you're listening, you can't see anything, but if you're watching just off screen, the dogs are completely blocked out. That is actually awesome. That's like a sound barrier too.
It is. That's why I
Dude.
put it
Dude, when we get these things, we could really
there. Mm-hmm.
get the. Yeah, dude, he knows.
I
Dude,
know.
you got your own
I
camera?
built this whole room.
Dude,
Custom.
You did.
Custom made.
yeah.
The tables are custom made. The furniture is custom made. The screen's custom made. The computer's custom made. Everything's custom. I made these sound panels custom made.
Yeah, and you can see those. They got the alien one.
Oh yeah, we do. I gotta get more. I want to get the Superman one that says "You'll believe a man can fly."
Yeah, yeah.
It's the original Christopher Reeve Superman going up in the sky. I
That'd be
definitely want
awesome.
that as one. And I want to get the Thing. The
Mhm.
guy, the poster of the Thing with the light shining behind the creature. That's gonna be one. So 1, 2. I've got to get a long one, rectangle one, which I want to get like, I don't know,
What-
Avengers.
Oh,
Or
like
something
on that one?
for over that, yeah. And then I got to do one more over here. I don't know what's gonna be.
Is that so they'll see this wide shot?
Yeah.
So they'll see the alien poster.
Mhm.
Cool. Do you listen to Inside of You, Michael Rosenbaum?
I do.
Yeah.
He just had Kevin Smith on.
I know that one was awesome,
It
wasn't
was. Yeah.
it?
I've been listening to Michael Rosenbaum for a long time.
Yeah.
I discovered him a couple years ago.
Yeah.
The Inside of You when he was first starting out. He had some good ones. He interviewed what's her face from Vacation. The mom.
Oh, she's so old now.
What's her face? I forget her name.
Yeah.
But the blonde mom from Vacation.
Yeah.
And like her days back because Carrie Fisher I think had just died. And she
And
was-
that's why-
yeah, and she was talking about like her and Carrie Fisher were like almost competing stars, but they weren't.
Yeah.
But they were both starlets, and then like all the hijinks they got into with the Eagles, Don Henley. They both dated
Oh.
Don Henley at the same time.
Don Henley
Don Henley was
supposedly
getting after it at the same time with both of them, and then they found out. It was just
supposedly he did like blow and like off like girls.
I'm sure.
all the
I'm sure he
time.
was a maniac.
Yeah.
But anyway, it was interesting. But that's when I started liking Michael Rosenbaum, because he kind of gets very personal with people.
Yeah, he's chill and cool.
Yeah.
And also that Kevin Smith interview. The thing about Kevin Smith, and you've listened to him for longer than me.
Oh yeah, yeah. Fat Man on Batman.
Right.
And now he's Fat Man Beyond because he's not on Batman anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But
Smodcast.
Yeah, Smodcast. But he also like what the one with him and when he was talking with Michael Rosenbaum, and I'm sure that a lot of his are like this, but like you like it's like you could learn so much about like the film industry just from listening to him talk.
Right.
Because he comes from that low budget kind of mentality.
Yeah.
And
Jersey.
he talks about it so much.
Freaking Jersey.
Yeah, in Jersey, yeah.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, he kind of sucks as a filmmaker now, though.
Well, his movies are just, they're definitely.
Yeah, they're not as inspired as they used to be. They're more about, which I understand. You get less hungry as you get more money, and you're more established, and you're older, and you got a family. And now his life is more about like almost like paying tribute to his friends and his family more than it is to make, his own original ideas. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I get it. Everybody gives him a pass because he's done so much good for the industry that you got to just give him a pass.
Got to give him a pass.
Whatever. It's just Kevin Smith. Like, give him a pass.
Yeah, for sure.
Clerks 2 was good though.
Yeah, that was good. Clerks 2 was good.
Clerks 3 I couldn't get through.
I watched the Jay and Silent Bob reboot.
Yeah, I couldn't get through that one
was
either.
Tough.
It was rough.
Yeah,
it was so bad.
I think it started off kind of cool.
There's moments in it.
Yeah, there's
like
there's
the part with the part with Ben Affleck when he's like, "No, I spend my life chasing Amy." Like that was
yeah.
That was a
they explained
good like stick the landing type of moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They explained the Chasing Amy story in that movie.
Yeah.
Basically. Yeah.
No, they do good stuff.
So remember that movie that you were talking about? You told me to see. Remember that? Remember that?
Remember that? Remember Purple Rose of Cairo? Where you remember that? You talking about where?
Yeah. I started it last night.
Okay, I haven't seen it yet.
Oh,
I saw the trailer and I saw it on a horror column saying you need to check out Where. It's like a evolution of the new werewolf movie. And I watched the trailer and it looked awesome as shit.
It's different for sure.
It's like an action werewolf horror action movie. Yeah. Where they're like hunting him down and he's like a maniac and he's like dominating like SWAT team members and stuff.
Yep.
Yes. So it looks awesome.
It looks good. Yeah.
And it's French.
Yeah, but it's in English.
Yeah.
It's in English. That reminds me, there's that shark movie coming out, Under Paris.
Yeah, it's out.
It's out?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I got to see that. Because
that's on Netflix. It just took over #1 like on Netflix or something.
Oh, because I saw that they put like a lot of effort into making it look good. Yeah. So I think it might be a pretty cool shark movie.
It just took over the #1 spot on Netflix.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So because isn't Paris having the Olympics in Paris this year?
I don't know.
Or not this year. But I think the Olympics are in Paris. In that movie, they're having a
Olympic swimming.
Yeah, in the movie.
And the sharks in the Seine River.
In the whatever that is.
Yeah, in France.
In the canals or
the Seine.
So, what else? Okay, yeah. So basically, have you ever listened to Broken Simulation yet?
No, I don't know what that is.
Or Conspiracy Social Club I talked about.
I'm not into conspiracies.
I know, but Broken Simulation and Conspiracy Social Club is both Sam Tripoli and...
Oh, that guy's an idiot.
It was Sam Tripoli.
Of course I wouldn't listen to him.
No way, dude. He's awesome.
Conspiracy Social? No. Conspiracies.
Him and then Brian Callen. So Sam Tripoli will like bring up conspiracies, like really conspiratorial, and then Brian Callen will be like, but he's no longer on the show.
You can turn anything into a conspiracy.
Yeah.
Like I've had people at work tell me like, just this morning, oh, you know, Joe Biden goes on a anti-gun rally yesterday, and then today there's a shooting in Atlanta where 4 people die, and then there's a bus hijacking where somebody got shot. You don't think that's a coincidence? And it's like, really?
Well,
it's like,
where did you like Twitter? You're saying or like that?
No, that's
stuff?
people at work.
Oh,
and stuff like it's
that's
like
crazy.
What do you think? You think they're like calling up and being like, okay, after I do this, meeting for gun control. I need you to shoot some people and kill some people. Like, you think that's
No.
actually like people think they're convinced that this is happening?
No.
You know,
No, I know
like
what you mean.
like Sandy Hook and the school shootings.
Oh no, that's
It's like, oh, this is all like it's all contrived by the politicians to get gun control, and it's like, bro, the politicians know they're never gonna get rid of the guns.
Mhm.
They even
Mhm.
John Stewart and everything, he talked to ATF. He said, you know,
Mhm.
what's if we said no guns starting
Mhm.
tomorrow?
Mhm.
He goes, what would happen?
Mhm.
And the guy was basically like, there's no way. He was like, it just wouldn't happen. He's like, there's
Yeah.
450 million guns or something like that. There's like 1.2 guns per people,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
So there's more guns than people in the US. He goes, how would we go about collecting guns,
Yeah.
cataloging guns, having chain of possession of guns?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Registering them all to the different owners. He goes, it
Yeah.
would be a monumental, impossible task. He goes, the ATF is only like,
Mm.
800 members or something. He's like, and you want us to take care of 432 million guns?
Yeah, it's a numbers
He was
thing,
like,
basically.
he goes, it's just preposterous. He goes,
Yeah.
you know how many killings and shootings there would be for us trying to take people's guns? He was like,
Yeah.
it just can't happen. So that's
Yeah.
obviously not the solution.
Mhm.
You know, like
Mhm.
there's no way to do it.
No.
So yeah, I don't know. Hey, I don't know how we got on that topic, but,
Mhm.
but that's just
Yeah, we're talking about conspiracy theories and
yeah.
and Callan and Broken Simulation's pretty good. They just talk about everything that's in the current events with politics and without.
Right.
And then he'll talk about like his week and stuff. Obviously, he's a stand-up comedian, so he has a lot more to talk about.
Right.
And then Bad Friends. I'm just listening to the podcasts I listen to, which is
That's Bobby Lee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bobby Lee and Andrew Santino.
He's in Bobby Lee's going to be in that new Borderlands movie.
Yeah, dude.
Net himself
Which
a film role.
Yeah, which looks terrible, by the way. Doesn't it just look like garbage?
Mhm.
I mean, I think the visuals will be great, but I think like it's obviously
Casting choices were terrible. I don't know what they were thinking.
Yeah, it's just it's silly. Him and Andrew Santino. And then Andrew Santino has his own called Whiskey Ginger, where he has the guests on and stuff like that. And then Your Mom's House, and they have like several. So Your Mom's House has they're a studio, so they have several different podcasts. One of them is two people from The Sopranos, the kids, the sister and the brother. You know the chick?
Yeah.
Okay. And that's one of them, and then they have a couple others. They think it just started a new. Oh, then they have Last Date with Lauren Compton, or First Date with Lauren Compton,
right?
And she's like this busty. I want to swear so bad. You're just gonna shake your head. Yeah. You're shaking your head. But her whole thing. Her whole thing
is she shows her cleavage.
She has like major cleavage, and you go on like a first date with her, and the first date is like
who goes on a first date?
Every you'll like this.
The people watching?
Every podcast guest, they're sitting at a table, like a dinner table.
Oh,
like in a
so
booth.
They go on a date.
Yeah,
and
it's
do a
called
podcast.
First Date, and then the menu is
That's
like
an interesting idea.
The menu is all the questions.
Okay.
And stuff like that, or the appetizers.
Are they at an actual restaurant?
It looks like a restaurant, but it's not an actual restaurant.
Okay. So it's a setup studio.
It's a setup studio, yeah.
That's a cool concept.
Yeah, she had Harlan Williams on, and
yeah, Harlan's awesome.
Oh my god, and that's the other one I listen to is the Hallway podcast is what he'll say because he says it in Cajun. Hallway podcast, but he was on it and he was just cracking her up, dude.
Yeah,
so bad.
I saw him recently talking about his role on Dumb and Dumber, and how he just the direct
because it was originally was going to be him.
Well, it was him. They cast him for the role because they saw his stand up.
Yeah.
And they said, we want you to do this bit part or whatever. And
but they wanted him to play.
To be one of the guys?
Yes.
Maybe he auditioned for it, yeah.
Yes, he did. He got it.
He said they were like, do your thing. And he's like, what thing? They're like, do the whale sound thing. When he does like,
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, for my stand up? And they were like, yeah. And you were like, figure out a way to make it happen. So he said, oh, when I drink the pee.
Yeah, he put it in there.
Thing. Yeah, and they were like laughing.
He's so funny, dude.
Yeah, and they were like,
do
it. Yeah, so that's why they cast him. That's why they put him.
That's
that part,
amazing
to do that.
Yeah,
and it's iconic.
It's iconic. But dude, his podcast is so funny, and his comedy is really good in the sense of like he's really good at doing podcasts and improving and stuff.
Yeah.
He always makes it like funny. And so anyway, there's the first date. There's his podcast, and then I guess a couple others I listen to. But what about you? Yeah, you can hear the dogs. They're just
Yeah.
waiting.
I don't think you will be here. I don't think the mics will pick it up.
Oh, that's good.
So I think it'll tune it out. But
It's cool. We can also see the sound on the. We can see the time rather.
Yeah.
On that one. That one worked out. That one worked out really well.
yes,
Yeah.
surprisingly well.
Yeah.
A little too well.
A little too well.
A little too well.
So that's the, even though it shows our cameras in the shot, it still worked out.
Yeah.
What do we need to tell these folks at home watching us right now? What do we need to get into? What's going to be the target audience? I mean, as things are evolving and changing, you know.
I don't know. That's your.
That's my
it's your podcast, bro. I'm
that's-
just
You're just a government.
honestly, I don't like
swill?
being on camera.
Well, too
I'm not
bad.
a camera guy.
Yeah.
I'm about 50, 60 pounds overweight. I got what doctors call a little bit of weight problem. Just to get bear calls. Where's right here? Yeah, so I don't like seeing myself on camera. I've always had a phobia of seeing myself on camera. I hate it. I hate looking at my fat face. I have bad angles, and I don't like looking at myself on camera or in
Well,
pictures.
folks.
That's why I don't take pictures of myself.
Man, the truth is coming out. This is part of why I did the
Yeah.
podcast. The truth comes out.
So that's
Well, the good
why
thing
I'd
is-
rather be like I'll produce the shit out of it.
Yeah.
But
Well, we'll get somebody else to sit there.
Yeah.
And you
get
can
somebody more
produce-
attractive,
Okay.
like a John Hamm type,
John Hamm. He is
Yeah.
very, very attractive.
or
Who's
or,
another attractive man?
or the new guy. What's the new guy?
In what?
The new guy from Twisters. That guy.
That guy's
get Glenn
awesome,
Powell in
dude.
here. Get Glenn Powell in here.
Dude,
I'm sure
are
he'll
you-
come,
are
he'll
you-
come down.
Are you? Yeah.
Yeah.
You give him a call. I'll give him a call. I know someone that knows him.
Yeah.
You didn't know that we're like we're like in the podcast circle now.
What do you mean?
Like I'm gonna call I'm gonna call Harlan Williams up.
Okay.
How I pocket, and I'm gonna be
Sure.
yeah, dude. I'm gonna be like, hey, like
Honestly, most stuff that happens, it just happens like that. Like I just kept calling until he answered, and all of a sudden,
Dude,
I
what
got a
if?
friend.
what if they're like, yeah, why don't you like? I'm great. You're aspiring podcaster. Come on the show. Imagine that the show would get so many more
They would never.
views, dude.
No, because they'd have 8 guys that are producers, like
Yeah.
in the background. Being
I
like,
think Harlan does a lot of
You're not
himself.
putting somebody. You gotta grow this thing. You gotta
Yeah.
have famous people. You can't have
Yeah,
some
that's
fucking
true.
no name.
Although, you know that, do you have Instagram?
No.
Okay. Well, there's a girl and a guy that started doing skits on Instagram.
Yeah.
And you might recognize her if you saw her. But she's like this dorky girl, and the guy's kind of cool and laid back. And she's like, kind of likes him and wants his attention, but she's like really nerdy. And she's always like, hi, Kyle, watch me do this. And she like does some stupid thing. And then like, he's like, oh, okay, yeah, whatever. And she's like, but she's funny though. And well, they got on to Bad Friends.
Oh.
Got invited to go there, and they did it.
Because they hit viral.
Just because,
viral
yeah, they hit
success.
viral
Yeah,
on YouTube. Yeah.
Yep.
Just from doing skits though. I mean, they were only doing skits for like maybe 2 years most.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, boom. And they're simple stuff, and they're just like quick Instagram stuff.
Dabba-wing dabba. That's why
Yeah.
we need to start. We need to
I
start.
think we should do
filming
skits.
Some skits.
Yeah, I'm on
'Cause
board
we
with
have
that.
some funny stuff.
I know.
Funny stuff.
I know. We have good writing.
Yeah.
We have good writing. We need actors though.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll do it. I'll try to do it.
Yeah.
If it doesn't work out, then we'll have to get an actor.
We have to do it ourselves first.
Yeah. Well, that's fine. I can
Get it
do
off
some
the ground.
acting.
Yeah.
Let's try one right now.
You can't
Okay.
you can't make a skit out of thin air. You have to write it. I mean, come on.
And that was the end of him. So anyway, guys, back to my show.
Oh.
But yeah, no, skits are good. That was so silly.
That was stupid.
Yeah. But But I think we could do the acting ourselves in the beginning. I think we could do the acting ourselves
Yeah, we could.
in the beginning.
We got funny stuff.
Yeah, we got
I
fun-
filmed stuff before. Remember we did film stuff.
Yeah. But I think we can like do it at a different level now.
Remember
better
poop
level.
ball, man ball?
Yeah, but that
Man
was
ball?
so long ago,
It's a
man.
long time ago.
Yeah, but we could do. I think that we could do things at a higher level.
Yeah.
That's really funny. I think we could do the acting if we were able to calm ourselves and like get into our zone with improv.
Yeah.
I think we could have like conversationally funny skits.
Yeah.
With maybe less. Well, it could still be physically.
Right.
But I think it would be funny. There's only a few people getting into the improv space right now. Improv skits, not necessarily improv.
I mean, a lot of people do. There's a lot of YouTube skits channels.
There's a lot of YouTube skit channels,
Yeah.
but it's becoming popular again right now.
Yeah, it is.
So if we got in right
Especially with,
now,
like, the
it would be
shorts,
good.
Like you do like shorts and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. So if we got in now, it'd be good.
Well, we just need to start getting
Yeah.
some stuff on camera.
Yeah, we gotta do that. Yeah, we gotta do that, and so we'll just take care of that someday. We'll do that one day. Lose my train of thought. So they do. What do they do for their podcast? They do current events. We're just copying other podcasts at this point.
Every
Until we
podcast
make
has
it.
a pretty similar
Yeah. What do you listen to?
podcast wise.
Yeah.
Not really much anymore. Like I said, inside of you,
Yeah.
I always, I only had 2 or 3. I had Fat
Yeah.
Man on Batman, Fat Man Beyond,
Yeah.
and I had Inside of You. I mean, that was really the only 2 that I had
Mm.
on there. So the only other stuff I listen to, I listen to Joe Rogan, but most of it's
yeah.
just clips on YouTube.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously everybody listens to Joe Rogan. He's got like 40 million subscribers. Or
Yeah.
whatever, but, he beats every other podcaster by like 6 times.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I listen to some of that stuff, but that's really it. I really like when I get my stuff. I always watch the Jon Stewart's back on the Daily Show on Mondays.
Yeah.
And that's what I watch. That's my fix
Mm-hmm.
for like current event stuff
Mm.
because he just destroys people.
Yeah, he's good. He's
Or
really
John
good.
Oliver, the Last Week Tonight. That's good.
Yeah, he's pretty
show.
cool too. They're both really good. They're both good about not being jerks,
Right.
and they don't just attack the. Because Jimmy Kimmel, I can't stand him.
Yeah, I
dude.
can't stand him. He's a
always
fucking loser.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
always attacking people.
Yeah.
He makes fun of them. He always makes fun of the people, and it's not like he just does it constantly. Every single thing he says out of his mouth. I don't like that guy.
Well,
I don't like how he
smug.
does it.
He's a smug. He's
Yeah.
smug.
Yeah.
And you can tell, like, he didn't used to be that way.
No.
And now he's smug as shit. And
Yeah.
you're just like, this fucking smug guy. Like, he's got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's always doing that.
Yeah.
But that reminds me. Because Dr. Drew, because we were talking about the Man Show.
Yeah.
Well, we weren't, but I was remembering the
The
Man
Man
Show.
Show with him and Adam Carolla.
Yes,
Yeah.
and Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew are back
Yeah.
on Lifeline or
Okay.
Loveline.
Yeah.
They're doing Loveline.
Oh,
again.
Love Line again.
But it's not
Yeah.
called Loveline now. It's just called Dr. Drew and Adam Carolla or something like that.
Oh.
Carolla and Dr. Drew. So because Dr. Drew got rid of his other podcast, which Dr. Drew After Dark, which is awesome. But so him and Adam Carolla are back. They do 3 podcasts a week together, but they're only like 45 minutes or something like that.
That's not a bad time.
Yeah, but it's good, dude. It's pretty good. It's pretty like hardcore. I wouldn't say Republican. It's like it's like they're talking about how the new age kids versus like the old school adults, like how things are done and stuff like that. It's pretty interesting. Anyway,
Boomers versus Gen Z.
yeah.
Yeah.
But was there a video? Well, I was gonna say that camera you don't have to see yourself on.
I don't need to see myself.
You
Why?
can't see yourself on that because the camera is on this side, or it's facing you. That one you can, but it's so far away. You ain't got to worry about that either. And this one's on me. Yeah.
It's Romeo. He's trying to break through the wall.
Yeah, we have 3 cameras today, which is very exciting. Have you heard that podcast, Are You Garbage?
No, I'm not garbage.
Oh, dude. It's called Are You Garbage? And it's
Oh.
these 2 guys that just talk about how they eat garbage. They grew up not classy and all this stuff. And it
Oh.
became so famous that they're on the podcast circuit.
Whatever.
Interesting.
Dude, nobody knows what's gonna create a viral sensation, so you just do what you do.
Yeah, that's
You know?
true.
There's no way you can predict
Yeah.
it.
But I'm going to get some structure around this one. And do like 5 things every time, and then we hit the new. I'm going to show you the structure of this one that I listened to later. But
Okay.
Anyway, there was a video game that you were saying that you wanted to talk about, or you want to talk about video games or something like that. Does that ring a bell? I know you talked about Crisis 3 before, and
No.
or Assassin's Creed, none of those things.
I don't play video games.
You don't play video games, you son of a gun, huh?
Not a loser.
Well,
Get
hey,
out of here.
you know we all have their downtime. I want to talk about Zen too.
Well, I mean, they just, they just had the big summer showcase for all the different companies,
Yeah.
you know. So,
yeah.
You know, Xbox looked pretty strong with their stuff coming out. They've got new Gears of War E-Day. It looks awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So they got a new Perfect Dark.
I'll play that.
New Perfect Dark.
I saw some of the clip of that.
Coming out.
Looks cool.
The new Assassin's Creed Shadows in Japan looks pretty cool.
I won't play that, but you love that.
And then the new Black Ops 6.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Omnidirectional movement looks good.
Yeah, that looks cool. Yeah. I'll play that.
But you know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know. Games these days, their games aren't even. I mean, they're just money making machines, monetized to shit and back, and they're just not the same.
Yeah, I agree.
Nobody's made a decent game in a long time.
Yeah.
It's just a frame in which to implement microtransaction sales. That's all the games are now.
Yeah.
There's no passion.
Like Fortnite?
Yeah, there's no passion. There's no fun. It's just how do we keep people addicted, and how do we get the money out of them once we get them addicted?
Yeah.
And then how do we keep them addicted over time? That's the only thing they care about. That's how they design them. That's from day one when they sit down in their little cubbies and they have their first team meeting at the Redwood Shores, you know, in EA or whatever. They go, okay, guys, what's our monetization structure going to be? Okay, how are we going to make the money? All right, it's going to be either battle passes. Is it going to be pay to win? Is it going to be gambling boxes? Like, what is it going to be to pull them in and keep their little stupid pea brains addicted to this stupid ass game?
Yes. Yes. Eviler.
So yes, but that's what they do. Yeah. They go, how do we get 7 to 10-year-olds to steal their mother's credit cards and use them without knowing? Can we build a system that doesn't alert the bank when the credit card is being used by somebody other than the mother?
Yes.
That's what we need. I need a 16-page plan on my desk by next month of how we can shadow siphon funds from people's accounts that are underage.
Yes.
That would be a great new step. And then we can sell it to the banks. So 2 revenue streams.
That's good.
And sometime in there we'll make a game. I don't know. But it's going to be, it's obviously has to be based in a game frame, right? So just pull up some stupid shit on Unreal Engine 5, make some stupid character models, you know, girls with boobies and titties and dudes that are all jacked up. And put some fucking guns in there, and if people eat it, they don't care. Fuck them.
And it won't be.
That's how it goes.
It'll be like Destiny when Destiny came out.
Yeah.
Was that the one? The first one where we go, it's a shell of a game?
Yeah, Destiny was pretty shell of a game. No, Anthem.
Anthem
was the shell of the game.
Wow. For those who are listening, has ever played Anthem?
Yeah.
To the 5 listeners.
Yeah.
That was a shell of a game. When you talk about a shell of a game, there's many shells.
That was a shell. I don't care. Whatever. Gaming industry's stupid now.
Well, I agree, but I play interesting. Like I'll still play like the House Flippers. House flipping is a game.
That's fun.
Yeah, it's kind of fun because
some of them are still decent. Like, you know, I just got Alan
or
Wake.
SimCity.
I just got Alan Wake 2.
Yeah, you like that. You were telling me that.
And that's a good one. Like made by Remedy. Remedy is still a good company. They don't microtransaction the shit out of you. They drop DLC. That's it. DLCs. So like, hey, you wanna expand the story? We've created a new story for it. If you want to buy it, if you like the story, you can buy the new story. Like that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's perfectly fine business practices. We made a good game. If you want to expand the story, you can buy the DLC. If you're interested in what happens next. Okay, that's completely above board. Completely honest. There's no bullshit like, oh, if you buy the Alan Wake Battle Pass, then you can make your gun look like a dolphin. You know, like some bullshit.
You're breaking through.
Or Call of Duty. Yes, hooking through. Or Call of Duty where, you know, they've got Nicki Minaj skins.
Oh, the Call of Duty thing is ridiculous. Yeah, that's video games. Movies. Have you seen any recent movies?
I mean, we just watched The Strangers Chapter 1.
The Strangers Chapter 1. Hopefully they don't mess up
Yeah.
the cameras. Here comes the pups.
The Strangers Chapter 1. So we just watched that. Good horror movie.
I haven't seen that yet.
So Rennie Harlan.
Wasn't there an old Strangers movie?
Yeah, there's two.
Oh God, just don't hit the
So
cameras.
there's The Strangers, and then there's
Stay.
The Strangers Pray at Night.
Whoo!
So,
Okay.
So yeah.
Maybe they'll.
So that was 2.
Uh-huh.
So The Strangers Pray at Night's the second one.
Okay.
Hey, out.
Look at that. File size. No, not across there.
Out.
Good boy. It says something about file size almost reach or something.
On what?
It said it like on there for a second.
On there?
Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe it'll say it again. I don't know.
It might be.
You know, yeah, because sometimes like when you're up like this and you're, I don't know. I think these are good. Is that one still on? Still filming?
Yeah, that one is.
I mean, my camera as well.
I don't know.
Take a quick look.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It says severe frame drop was detected.
You shut up, dude.
Please record with a lower frame rate.
No, dude.
But you're fine.
No.
It's still recording.
Did it really say that? Or you messing with me?
That's what it says. It's fine. It's recording.
Yours says, can you make the frame wider? Because he won't fit in the frame. Because he's too fat.
Oh.
Wait, you were still listening.
Thanks a lot.
Why were you still listening when I was doing it? God, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. I don't think you're fat. They don't think you're fat.
It's okay.
I'm
okay with being fat.
You're not.
Yeah, I don't know. That's got 20 gigs of storage space, so I don't know.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. I don't know why I did that.
30 minutes of footage is on a
Yeah.
1080.
I don't know why I would do that. I don't know. As long as we get to the end and then
Yeah.
we'll see everything.
Well, we can wrap it up. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Movies, whatever. Movies suck nowadays too. Besides Dune and Top Gun.
Yeah. I was gonna ask you about Twister and that dude in Twister. So, are you excited about Twisters, the second one? That's a no.
I mean, I'm excited as anybody could be, and I mean, Hollywood is not exciting.
Okay,
anymore.
but here's the thing: when you saw that trailer, someone was saying the other day that guy, if he was came out in the '70s, he'd be like a huge star because he has like the it factor.
He's a movie star.
Yeah, he's a movie star, isn't he? Isn't he?
He's a
Right?
movie star, yeah.
He's in Top Gun at the end.
Yeah,
he
he's got a
saves the
$1 million
day.
smile. Yeah.
Yeah, and then he was in. Then he did a romantic comedy.
Right.
And they did this one where he's a serial killer, hitman, where it's
yeah.
like a comedy, romantic comedy there,
Yeah.
or some shit. But Twisters, it looks like a great role for him, a follow up to Top Gun in the sense that he's playing like a badass kind of guy with a Twister thing. I don't remember who the chick is, but when I saw the trailer, it just came out of nowhere, dude.
Yeah.
It was like seeing a trailer for Jurassic Park 2 after Jurassic Park 1. This many years later, if they had made all the Jurassic Parks.
Yeah, I think with him.
I mean,
I think with him, what it is he is almost like a. I mean, there's a lot of actors, but you're right. He hasn't.
I haven't seen those other two movies.
Well, he has an X factor about him, right? He's charismatic. It's all about.
He's
charisma.
got the alpha.
He's got the charisma.
Yeah.
He's got the looks.
Yeah,
he's got the jawline for a movie star.
Yeah.
But he falls into. What I think is happening right now in Hollywood, which is what we need, is he's falling into the adventure star category.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Kind of like
there's action stars, like you say, oh, Jason Statham, right?
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
see a Jason Statham movie, you're like, okay, I know what I'm getting.
Yeah.
It's just Jason Statham doing the same thing.
Yeah,
over
they
and over
suck.
in every movie.
They
right?
all
You're
suck.
just like, okay, whatever. But he's the adventure star. You know, there was a time like
What's his face?
Nicolas Cage was
Chris
an adventure star, right?
Pratt?
Chris
Is he
Pratt
like an
is
adventure
star? Yeah, or used to be. He doesn't do anything anymore. But yeah, like Nicolas Cage was the adventure star, right? Tom Hanks was an adventure star.
Yeah.
So this guy is kind of like the new age adventure star, where you can put him in these like rom-coms that are fun, or you can put him in like a Twisters movie or a Top Gun or whatever. And
Yeah.
he's got that charisma and he can lead it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, oh, it's a sure bet. Put him in there, and people eat him up. You know, the
Yeah.
girls like him, the guys want to be him, all that stuff. You know what I mean?
Well, the Twisters thing was cool because it brings back like a nature movie, but it's like the same story, but
Yeah.
like more than one, and also it's like I think it's like
disaster movies.
disaster
Those are
movie.
fun. Everybody likes disaster movies.
And they look like they're really putting a lot of money into
Yeah.
it, especially with having that guy in it, and like it just seems it just to me, I can't wait to see it.
It looks fun.
Looks fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that guy's awesome. I was just thinking,
But like Furiosa looked fun. Nobody went and
That
saw
looks.
that.
Is it out yet already?
Oh yeah, it's out.
Oh,
It
really?
flopped hard.
Really? And Chris
Yeah.
Helmsworth in it too.
I know.
And so's that chick.
Yeah.
And they're both amazing actors.
Yeah, well, apparently the consensus is it's an amazing movie that nobody went and saw.
Yeah.
So
Well, maybe they'll see it at home then, or maybe they didn't see it at home either.
I'd still want to watch it.
Oh, you didn't see it yet?
No.
Okay, here's the thing. So I was watching something the other day and I realized that have you seen Pride and Glory? Okay, the Edward Norton one with who's the guy who plays the Penguin now?
Colin Farrell.
Colin Farrell and
Talking
Edward
about We
Norton.
Own the Night? No.
No.
Pride and Glory, where the cops?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Is it good? You like that?
Yeah,
I think it's
Isn't
amazing.
that the one with Robert Duvall?
Yeah. No, that's
the
We Own
dad?
the Night.
Oh,
That he's the father in that.
what are they? Irish cops?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Yeah. It's so, dude.
Yeah.
It's like it's so. The story is just.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah. Well, that guy who made that movie made The Accountant. Okay. So he's also making The Accountant too.
Nice.
With the same actors, Ben Affleck and his brother. Have you seen you've seen the whole thing of The Accountant? And his brother, which I have to ask you about this. I don't know if I asked you to talk to you about this. This is the last thing we're going to talk about.
Okay.
So, The Accountant. If you haven't seen it, watch it, everybody. It's amazing. But so he's making the sequel with Ben Affleck and the guy who plays the Punisher.
Yes.
Who plays his brother?
Yeah.
In the movie. And
John Bernthal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
John Bernthal. The guy from Spider-Man, the old guy.
Andrew Garfield.
Whiplash. The coach in Whiplash.
Oh yeah, the J. Jonah Jameson.
Is that it? What's his name?
Yeah, I forget his.
But he's got the bald head that looks like
the
Jeff Bezos. He's going to be in it again.
Nice.
I think that same woman will be in it that takes over at the end.
Yeah.
And then some of the same, and then a few. I think there's other people that are still in it. But anyway, I rewatched it, and what I finally learned. So, did you know this? This is a trivia for you. I didn't know until I watched it again.
Okay.
So I'll give you a question, and I'll give you some hints. But the biggest thing for me that was who is the voice of the woman, the British woman that he's talking to, Ben Affleck talking to in the truck or wherever he is.
Adele.
Who's the no?
I don't know.
That British woman, she's like the head of the intel agency or whatever.
I don't know.
So check this out, dude. That woman is the little girl that he met as an autistic child. When he was putting the puzzle together, he dropped the puzzle piece and he was going, I gotta finish it. I gotta finish it. So he has to always finish stuff.
Yeah.
She was like, and she was freaking out, and she handed him the piece.
Right.
And he was like, oh, like calm because she handed it to him, and he put the puzzle in. Well, at the very end of the movie, so in the movie, she calls him Dreamboat.
Yeah.
She's like, okay, Dreamboat, where are you going next? Well, anyway, she grew up. She's still there at the place because at the very end they go back to the place. It's a new kid, new family, and it's the dad's older. The guy who runs the place is older now, and he's like, the new kid wanders into her room, and she's like a woman, and she's nonverbal, and they're like the older guy's like the dad's like, it's okay. Would you like to visit? And she's like, yeah. And he's like, okay, he can run around while he's still talking to the parents. So him and the parents go outside and they're walking around, and one of the parents is like a software guy. And he's like, that computer in there could be a backdoor into the Pentagon. And he's like, yeah, we have independent investors, and we have pretty big independent like angel investors. Basically, what the whole thing is, long story short. Very
long story.
Yes, very long story long.
Yeah.
Is that Ben Affleck? Every contract that he does, he all the money goes back to that place,
right? And
funds the computer system too.
Yeah.
Which that computer system is that girl,
right?
And always was. Well, when he got older, and she's nonverbal. That's the only way she communicates is through that thing.
Through the computer.
So every time that he's talking to someone,
it's the computer.
It's
voice
her.
For her.
It's just her.
Yeah.
And so there's no big agency.
Right. It's just her and him. Yeah.
There's no big agency, so they're doing all the contracts. Now there's that.
Spoiler alert.
So isn't that huge?
That's awesome.
Okay, here's the other awesome thing. part 2 is that when they find so you know the black woman that she did trouble in her past,
Yes.
and the guy from Spider-Man
Yes.
tells her, look, I know you were in trouble in your past. If you don't catch this guy before I retire, Ben Affleck before I retire, then I'm gonna leak all your stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna make this shorter, but it here's the thing, it's confusing, but you'll appreciate
Eating
it.
up a lot of airtime.
You'll appreciate it.
Okay.
You'll be the only one.
Okay.
So they catch Ben Affleck going to a place in the very beginning of the movie. It just shows like this guy walking up, and he's, which turns out to be that guy, the bald guy, about to catch Ben Affleck. Then later in the movie, it shows Ben Affleck, and Ben Affleck puts a gun to that guy's head.
Right.
He's like, "Have you been a good father?" He's like, "Yes." He's like, "The only thing I did right was a good father, but I'm not that good of a accountant or whatever the thing is." And so Ben Affleck lets him go, doesn't kill him, because Ben Affleck had a bad father, and he was a good father, so he doesn't kill the guy. So in return, somehow him and Ben Affleck Ben Affleck leaked information to him as a cop. That's how he got to be so good in the ranks. That guy who now has that girl under his control because he'll leak that footage or whatever it is, her case files or whatever. So he wants her to take over for him when he retires. So she has to find Ben Affleck to do that, and she does eventually. And she also learns that the only way that he got so high was because Ben Affleck basically let him. Anyway, God, I'm bad at this. Here we go.
Terrible.
I am so bad at
Really
this, dude.
bad.
But here we go.
That's all right. I'm gonna fast forward through all of this in the post production.
Okay, good. Yeah, just go.
It's gonna be
Do that, dude. Until I get to the end, and then go, and then
Ben Affleck dies.
No, so then that's how it'll end it.
Yeah.
Then Ben Affleck. So the way they catch him is, somebody kills somebody kills Ben Affleck. Okay, the guy that taught Ben Affleck the black money thing,
Yes,
in prison,
yeah,
somebody kills him.
Okay, cool.
And Ben Affleck goes in that place and kills all of them, takes it out like
Right.
that. And that's when the cop meets him.
Right.
Is trying to go
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So that happens. But that guy who taught him all that stuff, the part that I don't get yet is that they made Ben Affleck, and they sent him into prison to find out information about Francis and his whole, like, all the black market stuff.
Yeah.
So that part I'm a little fuzzy on, but that's part of the story too.
Why don't you just go back and watch it?
I'm going to go back and watch it. But anyway, so Ben Affleck, obviously his brother goes in one direction.
Yeah.
And Ben Affleck goes another direction.
Right.
And at the end they meet.
Yes.
Which is just so amazing to me.
Yes. And then they're going to make a second movie where they're together.
Yeah.
Is that the point you were trying to get to this entire time?
No, I was trying to, I really wanted to tell you about the girl at the end. That's the whole thing.
I get it. That's cool. That's
Yeah.
very cool little tidbit of information.
But there's
you could've
other
just
stuff.
Said the voice that he hears
It's
is
just
actually
amazing.
the girl using the computer at the place that he used to be at.
I should have just brought the
End of
two
story.
ends together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
But instead I filled in, because there's other awesome stuff in the middle that I didn't notice before.
Basically, you took
But-
a 20-second explanation and turned it into a 15-minute dissertation of
Yep.
something that nobody cares about.
And that's the only that by the way is the only thing this is the podcast, the only podcast where you're going to get that, by the way, folks. If you want long explanations, if you're jogging right now on the treadmill, if you're taking a poop, what we call it, what would you be doing when you're listening to a podcast?
I'm usually driving to work.
If you're driving to work, if you're stuck in traffic, I like to listen to a podcast. Sometimes when I'm playing Xbox, I shouldn't tell people how dorky I am. And
Is that why
not
you
that
die
not
so
that
much?
that's dorky, huh?
Is that why you die so much?
Yes.
You're listening to podcasts?
Yeah, that's right. Because
Instead of your
sometimes we play
teammates
together.
calling out directions?
Only when I'm alone. Only when I'm alone. I put one headphone in.
Okay.
That's when I'm doing the building game.
That's right.
Was that a burp or in a swallow at the same time?
Kind of.
You go.
Yes. Yes.
That
it
was cool. How many controllers? You have like 15 controllers, bro. That's cool. Okay.
What are you trying to say?
So they're gonna make the accountant too, and they're gonna have all those people in it. But that guy's amazing, because after I saw that, I was blown away by how good the story is, and the acting, and then also that I saw that he did Pride and Glory too, and I was like, I love Pride and Glory, so I was like, holy smokes, that's amazing. And there's one other thing that he did, and he's doing like another movie too that's coming up, but I can't remember. Anyway, and I've been watching Mayor of Kingstown.
Yeah, the new season came
Yeah,
out.
did you
Oh,
watch
The
any of
Boys
it?
comes out tomorrow.
What does?
The new season of The Boys
Oh, okay.
starts tomorrow.
Okay, good. Okay, good. Yeah. We know where to watch it.
Yes.
But I will definitely watch that. But Mayor of Kingstown's only been releasing. They only release them as they come out. Is that just
Once a
with
week,
that, or
once
is
a
that
week.
with as they come out they release them?
What, The Boys?
No, the Mayor of Kingstown.
I don't know. Isn't it once a week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I see it once a week. Okay.
Yeah.
Because if it's a full series, it'll be the full series. Will
Mhm.
come out. Okay. Well, I highly suggest Mayor of Kingstown, dude. If you can watch 1 and 2.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Okay. And then
You
what
know,
else?
what's his face? That guy's all his stories are very similar.
Taylor Sheridan.
Yeah, Taylor Sheridan. They're all like, you've seen one, you've really seen them all. They're all
Yeah.
the same crap over and over
He
again.
does like
And people eat it up and they love it.
yeah, Yellowstone is similar to Mayor of Kingstown in the sense that there's like several enemy forces.
Yeah, it's all the
that are
same.
all
It's all the
factions.
same crap.
Yeah, but dude, it's
He's
good.
the most overrated writer
Oh my
out there, dude.
God.
Now Yellowstone's
Folks?
good. You know,
Yellowstone's good.
Wind
dude.
River was really good.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
actually, Hell or High Water was really good.
Anything else that's not good?
But yeah, like the one with Schwarzenegger or Stallone was terrible.
Oh, that wasn't it. That wasn't him. That
Yeah,
wasn't
it
him.
was. Yes, it was.
No.
Yes, it was.
Are you kidding me?
Mhm.
The one the king of
Yeah.
Tulsa
Yeah,
was
Tulsa
Taylor
King,
Sheridan.
whatever it was,
Tulsa
yeah,
King.
terrible.
I didn't know that was him.
But yeah,
That was
they're all
terrible,
so
dude. That
similar.
was so
They're all
bad.
so similar in all their, you know, you can tell when it's a Taylor Sheridan thing.
Well, but also
but they're not bad. But they're a lot. But okay, saying that, I'll say this:
All right,
they're
good. Get the balance,
they're
dude.
they're way better than the other shit that Hollywood puts out.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it's all fucking garbage.
That's true. That is
Yeah.
true.
It's all just bullshit garbage that's like written by who the fuck knows?
Yeah.
Some committee of people that have no fucking idea what movies are. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah. I
Like-
know. They're just like it's like almost
Like,
AI
have you ever
writing
watched a movie before? Like, do you understand like what people like about cinema at all?
it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. That don't make any sense to me.
Yeah.
That's why everything sucks nowadays.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, I just watch it's just like late at night I'll just put on some like shark fishing YouTube
Bob Ross.
or cops. Oh, you watch Bob? That's right. You were telling me about that
We've
last
been
time.
putting on Bob Ross and just falling
Yeah,
asleep to
to
Bob
relax.
Ross. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a whole Bob Ross channel now. It's 24/7 Bob Ross.
This is just all him painting. Like
And we just
I think we tired
just watch him, just happy little trees. And we'll get some phthalo blue and some phthalo brown. We'll mix it right here, and then we'll make a little mountain wherever you want, Bob. And then you're just like,
I think I'm gonna have to try that.
you fall asleep, dude. It's great.
I'll have to try that.
It's
It
very
sounds relaxing.
It's very relaxing.
All right, let's say goodbye to the audience and then let's get some food, dude. How about that? Does that sound good?
Yes.
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 All right, guys, listen. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being.
The most boring podcast ever.
This was a downtrodden. This was a relaxing. I mean, we podcast. We're kind of like chill on this one, but it's our introduction back into it. And let us know what you think about the mics, how they sound. Let us know. Oh, you know what we should do? What about those voicemails that we got? What do we do with those? Should we wait till next time?
Yeah, I can attach them in.
We can attach them in?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll put them in somewhere in the episode. You might have already heard them, or maybe you're going to hear them after. And let us know what you think about that. I don't have a number for you now, but we'll get one. I'm going to get a number and an email for everyone to write in. I'll call in and get all that.
It's a good idea.
And a website and everything. For now, just keep tuning in. You can find it, the Translator podcast, at everywhere you find podcasts. And also the YouTube channel, Basement Bros Studios. Or what do you want to name the episode?
I don't know. We need to really, like I said, just tight.
Yeah, exactly.
Just
What should we name this episode?
tight.
Top Gun?
I'd say smaller. I don't want to generalize in that direction, but tight. Yeah. I don't know.
Twisters.
Twisters.
Yeah. Is this one Twisters?
Sure.
Because we've been all over the place on this episode. I think we're going to call it Twisted Nipple.
Twisted.
I think we should call it Twisted Nipple, dude.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Good.
Yes, Twisted Nipple.
I like it.
All right, cool. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Anything that you want to say to the folks at home? Maybe they're fans of you now. I mean, they're gonna phase me out.
That would never happen.
Okay. Well, thanks, guys. Talk to you soon. Which ones do we turn off?
All of them
All of it? Yeah.
off.
Both of them.
You said.